months starting as an excuse to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So USC's offense will be first on the attack. There have been many memorable games in this rivalry. It was memorable for Notre Dame last year, not so much for SC as the Trojans got blown out.
No, and Notre Dame's a team that we've seen in the playoff in recent years, and they want to get there consistently. To do that, they've got to win rivalry games like this. You're going to play a big-time opponent like USC with all of that talent and that coaching staff. You're going to have to play at a very high level. Last year, David, they put the stomp down on the Trojans.
They did. They used that big shillelagh and laid the hammer and took care of business. And you've seen Notre Dame, have these years now where they've had really good seasons, but we want to see them build on it and do multiple good seasons in a row. That means beating your rival, beating USC consistently. Let's see what the Irish have today.
Hauls it in. Turning it on. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll run it from the gun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. So Notre Dame's offense will have its first possession of the game. When you get to this point in the season, Jesse, and you're in the Heisman Trophy race like this guy is, every decision, every play, every move will be magnified today.
No question this guy has the numbers, but what he's also had is Heisman moments in big games with a lot of people watching. He has stepped up, and he's played his best football from the quarterback position. And, David, I think that's the biggest key now here at the end of the season for him, determining whether or not he can win the trophy.
And we're voters, Jesse, right? That's what we look for. Like, were you big time when your team needed?
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Open spaces. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. And if my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it their own move. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He might want another play. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Touchdown, Irish! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right?
He's loose down the middle. The 30. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets open down the middle.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to set up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Velasquez. The sure hands, it's Henry. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Hines is tight end. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewart, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. USC 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They're working that left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, this offense is top.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. That's a live ball. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Velasquez. Fires to the big fella. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Let's go. Back to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
That's caught. It's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And how about the day this freshman quarterback has had running the offense? The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football. Finds the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. He's got him. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to pass. It's Velasquez. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it away off his back foot. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down.
42, spot, tuna.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking for a man. It's Velasquez. Oh, he makes the catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. He's got his man across the middle. Running through contact. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. And we talked about this guy from the beginning, and so far he has not disappointed behind center. He's guided his offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Snagged out of the air. Gashing the D on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Notre Dame, 62. USC, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield, it's Velasquez. He's open on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
That's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Notre Dame, 62, USC, 21.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his big tight end. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell it extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got some room, it was over.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Velasquez. A strike downfield. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Trojans! Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have an execution. Has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Oh, he's got some space. Just steamrolling the defense. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Gets it past the marker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown, Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go, and they have looked good.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Might be changing the route. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Notre Dame right back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw it to Velasquez. Got his man downfield. Loose and minute. The 20. The 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! Excellent pass by the back. Option. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Number 18 on the field goal.
He splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Wide open downfield. There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Spins away from the defense.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the 2nd half.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Velasquez. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it.
Turning it on. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Splits the uprights. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable. Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Makes the catch. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They want to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Now they have extended. Lead guys starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Wants to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Lowers those pads. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying play action. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the left. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And we've seen a tremendous show from this freshman behind center. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give from the gun. Brings him to the open. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Oh, look out! Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Off and running. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gossett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Now the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Trojans send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
The Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Kick is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Now on first down from the 28. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Take this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on first down. Fears the pressure. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the